Eric Musselman has the Arkansas Razorbacks rolling on the MUSS bus. Man, these guys have just been on absolute fire, ending their season on a complete tear in the SEC. These guys are ready for March Madness, led by number 5, Moses Moody, their freshman guard that is their leading scorer. This team has a plethora of guards that are all different ages and really different playing styles, and this team has come together and they are playing with some great momentum. And again, it is all due to their head coach, Eric Musselman, one of the best coaches in college basketball, 100% in my book, and really one of the most fiery and fun guys that you will see in the profession. Today, I'm going to be breaking down Arkansas basketball for you guys. If you don't know about them, you are going to learn something new today because this team is so much fun to watch and they play with so much passion and energy for their head coach as well. First, if you could hit that subscribe button for me, we are giving away a free shirt every 1K subscribers gained. So the first giveaway will be at 63K. If you want to be entered to win, hit that subscribe button, and at the end of the video, I will get into more details about the giveaway there. You can also follow me on Twitter for more updates going on in the sports world. Now, this Razorback team actually started off their season 9-0. However, they didn't really play anybody, and I really mean that. They did not play anybody. Then they began SEC play, and they were hit in the mouth. They lost 4 out of 5 games. During that stretch, their big man went down, Justin Smith, and he was not there, and that was a huge factor for why they slipped up. But after they got him back, they went on a huge roll, going 11-1 in their past 12, only losing at Oklahoma State by 4 points, and they are currently on a 8-game win streak as I speak, heading into the SEC tournament. And this team is on fire, and it is really because of their head coach, Eric Musselman, one of the most fiery coaches in the sport, but in such a good way. This guy is a superstar coach in college basketball with a work ethic that is sometimes unmatched. If I were a high school recruit, there are a lot of reasons why I would love to play for this guy. I'm telling you this right now, he should be primary target number 1 for any blue blood that opens and is looking to hire a head coach. Now, I thought that UCLA should have hired him, but Arkansas fans, you guys are very, and I mean very lucky to have him. The Walton family needs to pay this man whatever amount they need to get him to stay there, because this is a coach you will not ever want to leave this program. Musselman, if you did not know, was an NBA head coach. Yes, how many people know that? He was an NBA coach from 2002 to 2004 with the Golden State Warriors, and then he even got another opportunity in 2006 for a season. He was the head coach of the Sacramento Kings. But most recently, he has been in college basketball and assistant coach at Arizona State and then at LSU before finally getting his opportunity at Nevada, and he was there from 2015 to 2019. He had Nevada nationally ranked in the preseason. At one point, they were ranked in the top 10. I mean, he really turned around Nevada basketball. He also took them to a Sweet 16, and that was in 2018. And really, if things had gone a little bit differently versus Loyola, who they played really close, they could have gone to the Final Four. And now he is obviously at Arkansas, and he has brought back an insane amount of hype to Razorback basketball. When you have a coach taking pictures like this and doing crazy motivation tactics that are fun and really not mentally draining, it's hard not to want to go all out for this guy. I mean, this is somebody that takes his shirts off after games. He rallies with the fans in the student section. He is trying to bring a lot of energy to this program, and in my opinion, he does it perfectly. It's not even cringy, and it's totally not even unnecessary, which is why it works so well. A lot of times you can see like it's kind of fake or it's just really awkward. Eric Musselman is not awkward or fake. This guy is the real deal, and the MUSS bus, as people call it, is rolling, and he is a huge reason why they have been able to get a star talent like that they have in Moses Moody. Moses Moody is a freshman guard and their leading scorer. He is also a projected lottery pick, attacks the rim at an elite level. He's a good 3-point shooter. He's one of the best overall shooters going into the 2021 NBA draft, and he's off to a great start at Arkansas. He's a little bit young, but this guy's game all around is very unique. He plays, honestly, a complete game, and he's even a good defender. He can rebound. He plays in transition. Really, he's a perfect NBA level guard who will be able to really grow his game for how young he is. So Arkansas is very lucky to have him, and you can see why it's nice to have these 5-star prospects. You can see what type of coach Eric Musselman is when he has elite players. He can get you to the top of the sport. This team is also surrounded by a bunch of other great players as well. JD Note is a transfer from Jacksonville, and his veteran leadership has been great. They have Jalen Tate, who is a Northern Kentucky transfer and is also a lead guard who's a senior, and I've seen him play in person actually. He's a really solid college player. Then they have Justin Smith, who is also a great playmaker, and then they have a Devontae Davis, who I've mentioned already, who's important down low. Then they also have a Connor Vanover, who is 7'3". He is very skinny, and he's not really imposing, but his size is challenging to handle. So Arkansas overall has a really solid roster around their best player, Moses Moody. Now, Eric Musselman coaches them very hard. They score a lot of points, and they go after it on the glass. That is a sign of a team that plays really hard, is one that gets rebounds. They play really well coached basketball, in my opinion, Eric Musselman, he's always paying attention to the details. And even this team, you can see it in their play. They've really improved over the season, and that's why they're on the streak they are on right now. They play very hard on defense, and statistically, they are a top 10 team in the nation in scoring and a top 25 team in rebounding. And something that I've personally noticed watching Arkansas play is in the second half, this team explodes. Eric Musselman is great at making halftime adjustments, and really, in my opinion, only Baylor I think would be ahead of them in terms of exploding in the second half, maybe a Gonzaga. And this season, Eric Musselman had his best recruiting class come in there, and that's why they've been so talented. They had 4 dudes that were in the ESPN Top 100 coming to the season. Now 3 of them are key players for them right now: Moses Moody, Devontae Davis, and Jalen Williams. Davis averages 7.5 points and Williams averages 4.5 rebounds. So, that offense and those guards are just on absolute fire to end the season, and they're really playing their best basketball. And Moses Moody, again, having a 5-star talent like that, an NBA level prospect, can carry you in the NCAA tournament. A lot of times we see Cinderella teams, but even some of those Cinderella teams, they have NBA level talent. And just by having a Moses Moody, he can get you far. Not many people can match up with somebody his size and length and really his talent. Now Arkansas is looking to break that Sweet 16 drought that they have been on for so long, and it's very hard not to believe they won't get to the Sweet 16 based on how they're playing right now. The one thing that I want to mention with Arkansas is they do have some concerns just like any other team. Their youth is a little concerning. It's just something I want to mention. They do rely heavily on some freshmen, and they just haven't been there before, and this is just such an odd season. Who knows what's going to happen when they go up to Indianapolis. And also, they've beat up on some really bad teams in the SEC, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens when they play the big boy. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, they lost to Oklahoma State. That's a very good team. So they have played, obviously, some talent. But early in the season, they didn't play anybody, and really, they've played a weak SEC. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when they play a Big 12 team or a Big 10 team, and also what happens late in game when they're possibly down. Who do you trust in those late game situations? And this team plays with a lot of energy. They're flashy, they're fun, but for a small young team, it's going to be hard to trust them. And sometimes that energy and playing kind of loose leads to fouls and turning it over. And you can avoid those mistakes when you beat up on terrible teams. But what happens when they play a team that's going to out-rebound them or bully them? I just am a little concerned on their youth being able to overcome that. However, when you have a coach like Eric Musselman, who is an NBA level coach, really in my opinion, but also one of the best coaches in college basketball, he can make the right adjustments. But if they play somebody with a lot of size down low, with good athletic guards that can match up with Arkansas's athletic guards, it's going to be a little bit challenging for them. But men are made in March, and we will see what happens with Arkansas basketball. It's been a lot of fun watching them this year, and I can't wait to see where the MUSS Bus takes us next. So let me know what you guys think about Arkansas basketball down below. I'm very curious what you guys think about Eric Musselman's coaching style. If you think he's one of the best coaches in the nation, and if you would really even want to play for somebody like him. He's a very interesting character in college basketball, and one that I think college basketball needs. College basketball is definitely, it's kind of dying a little bit because of obviously the NBA and kind of like the playing style in college basketball. It's not as big of a deal as it once was. So having a character like an Eric Musselman in college basketball is huge. And number 2, let me know what you guys think about Moses Moody. Do you think he's going to be a really good NBA player? Because I think that his size, his capabilities, how he scores, how he defends, that will translate very well for the NBA. And he's been a lot of fun to watch this year at Arkansas. Before the video ends, again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me. I will be giving away a free shirt of your choice to one subscriber at 63K. You have to hit that subscribe button for me, first of all. And second, comment down below. The more videos you comment on, the better your chances are at winning, since it is completely random. And the best way to get more videos is hit that notification bell for new upload notifications. You can always follow me on Twitter for live updates on everything happening during March Madness. Thank you guys for watching and checking out my channel. We'll see you in the next video. Peace. Monday, March 15th at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, be there. I'm going to be live answering questions for you about March Madness. Struggling to find information about the best teams in college basketball? Don't worry, I got you covered. Write it in your calendar because you will not want to miss this live stream. I can't wait to talk about the bracket with you. We'll all be on my channel right here. See you there.